Hello and welcome to the E Zone. This is Erica with the K, and you are in the E Zone experience. So you're getting ready to enjoy the E Zone experience. I believe that if you found me, this is your first time to my channel or to one of my videos, then you are vibing at the same frequency. That we happen to be right here in that soulful, universal space. And you're gonna hang out with me, hopefully. And if this is your first time, like, subscribe, because I feel like you're gonna be enlightened by the end of this video, or at least entertained, where you will revisit. So thank you for your support. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you are back, if you already subscribed and you are rocking with E in the E Zone, welcome back. Thanks for your support. Thank you for always commenting, liking, sharing, and of course just being here to rock with me. So for the newbies, I talk about relationships, I talk about dating, I give story times of how I became the person I am, right? And I will also talk about things that are happening on Instagram or trending on Instagram that just makes my ass itch. So hang out with me. Today, I'm going to talk about what I feel like an ideal relationship would be like, because I watched some of my videos and I'm like, dang, it does seem like I could be an angry black woman, and I'm not. And if you watch, I can't remember which video it is, but I tell you about my past relationship, one of the most significant ones in my past. And then I give you nuggets throughout my videos about basically how I grew up and so forth. And it has molded me to be the woman that I am. And thankfully, I'm here. So I also want to talk about pivoting career-wise. And so hopefully I won't forget those two things. I am sipping on some Evan Williams eggnog. I didn't bring the bottle. I don't know if you want to see the bottle. Maybe I'll go get it in a few minutes before I leave. But I always sip too. So for the newbies, grab a sip or a smoke or whatever it is that you do. And let's just ride. We'll ride for a few minutes. So what my ideal relationship would look like. So first of all, making sure that I'm with someone who I feel safe with, which what I've said before is that that person is financially stable. When I know that I will always, as long as we're alive, of course, and physically able, have a roof over my head, that I will be warm. I don't have to worry about paying utility bills or how we are going to survive or pay a utility bill, and I'm happy. I know that that person, I feel safe that they are committed to the relationship, that I don't have to stress about any outside entities, outside people, outside rumors, anything negative. When I feel safe, I'm going to maintain the safety of our relationship as well. I'm going to do what my significant other, my husband, my beau, I love that word, my beau, needs, what he needs. And if it comes down to financial support, then I'll do that. Because somewhere he's presented himself to me to be credible, to be someone that doesn't need me until he needs me. And there's a difference in a needy guy, a whiny guy, versus one that has gotten to the point where, I wouldn't ask if I didn't need you. I need you. Like, they have tapped maybe other sources before they come to me. And again, it depends on what our relationship is, right? If we are living together, we are married, then of course I would be that support. And I should know what's going on, right, before we get in trouble. That I wouldn't want my husband, my man, my beau to have so much weight on them that they can't talk to me if we got into financial trouble. And I'm not a control freak, but I don't know that I would trust another person to have sole oversight over our finances. I would like to have some visibility to it, like access to accounts. Maybe we have a review, a monthly check-in to check on us, check on our relationship, and also check on our finances. That I can review them, or he'll send emails to me. I'll be part of that communication from our accountant or whatever. That I wouldn't be in the dark. I've seen a lot of relationships where the breadwinner passes. If it's a man, he passes unexpectedly, and the woman is so in the dark about their finances, which I guess it's a positive thing because they felt that safe, but it's also definitely not something that I want to experience. So I would also, so that just being able to support them however they need it. So if they don't cook, but they like home cooked meals, I'm there to do that. I love to cook. I would definitely have us a clean home. Do all the domestic things around the house. I wouldn't necessarily have to. I don't mind working, so I don't mind doing that and contributing, even if it's to the point where he's taking care of the mortgage and then I take care of the utilities or whatever. No problem with that. Me creating our vacation account. I mean, whatever. We would have to have that conversation, right? I would have to know him well enough to know what his needs are, to speak his language enough that we're dancing 95% of the time. That when he's off, I'll know that he's off, and vice versa. That I am attentive enough to be able to notice when he's not himself fully. So physically, mentally, emotionally, I want to be that in tune with in my next relationship. And not want to, I will be that in tune in my next relationship. So I'm speaking this into existence. So when I post the video of me getting married, then this will not come to surprise anyone. And I don't know about marriage. I still don't know that I want to be married, but definitely eventually in a committed relationship. I'll come out of dating retirement, but that's because he'll bring me out of retirement. My next beau will bring me out of retirement. Like he'll be like how Michael Jordan came out of retirement. So Evan Mills, eggnog. It's okay. There's another one, Pennsylvania one that I really like. I don't know if my posture is great. I feel like I'm leaning. But yeah, so I just want a relationship where I'm safe. I make sure that my husband is happy by meeting his needs, and to just being in tune with him, being a sounding board, being someone that they can just talk to and vent to and rant to without me judging him, without me questioning him, and not offering advice. I think sometimes as women, or I definitely can be one that's ready to give advice. What I have learned, I'll say over the last 5 to 10 years, is truly, we've heard the cliche before that we're given 2 ears so that we can listen twice as hard or twice as much versus being fast to speak. And that's something I truly believe. Sometimes people don't necessarily need you to talk. They don't want you to say something. They don't want advice. They don't want your opinion. They just needed to get it out. And sometimes when people hear themselves say something out loud, it resonates, or it speaks to them, or they get why they are going through something, or they get the solution that they need. So that's why I don't have a problem talking to myself either. My grandmother used to say, it's good at talking to yourself. It's the problem is when you talk back. that becomes the issue. So I would be a good girlfriend, good wife. definitely a great partner. So looking forward to that. I just know that a lot of the comments and the responses, and even like I said when I was watching my videos, it's like, okay, well, what are you bringing to the table? Like, I'm sounding off that I'm financially secure, but okay, so what else? What else you got other than a big mouth? Other than a big mouth. Anyway, so I also wanted to talk about pivoting, right? My aunt is 70, she's over 75, maybe 78, something like that. And she's getting ready to go back to school to get her master's degree. I think that is fucking dope. I admire how she trusts and loves herself enough to still have dreams, to create a reality out of her dreams, to still strive to continue to better herself. I think that's dope, because I will talk myself, a lot of times I'll talk myself out of, dang, that's 11:11, out of doing something by thinking, damn, you're too old. You should have. I don't want a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas when I get old. I older. And then so it definitely perturbs me when I get comments from guys who basically says that I'm washed up for regarding relationships and dating, that I have to basically lower my standards and expectations because I'm getting older. I think that's fucked up. But where I was going is that I am actually looking at ways of pivoting from a career standpoint. Like, I've written down 3 or 4 things, jobs that I would like to pursue at my age, like going back to college. And I said I would never, after I got my master's, I'm like, I'll never ever go back to college. I don't want to see a book. Like, it took me a while before I would open a laptop, because I was so sick of writing papers, and I love to write, but baby, I wouldn't, and a laptop would trigger the shit out of me. I just wouldn't for, I know, a good year. If I didn't have to log in and pay a bill, that laptop was like kryptonite to Superman. I was not interested in it. But anyway, so I know they're far-fetched, but I mean, I'm thinking about doing some Indiana Jones shit, like going back to school to be an archaeologist. Like, I've made myself a mental note, not a mental note, actual note in my phone, under OneNote, to look up what it would take for me now to go to school for archaeology. Like, what's the estimated time frame? And then what do I do? How do I get into that? Like, I mean, I think that would be dope. Like, I know it wouldn't be like Indiana Jones for real, but I like stuff like that. And it would give me an opportunity to travel, hopefully, and to go and to see some beautiful places and just spend time outdoors a lot. So, and then, I don't know, it's just other things. And then you see people who are like still pursuing their dreams from becoming social media influencers and things like that at an older age. So I think the sky is the limit. But I also met a guy who was I'd say he definitely was over 40. I'm sure he had a 30-year-old son, so I'm assuming he was 50 something or 50. I didn't ask his age, but he's still writing raps and working on his rap deal. And I felt some kind of way about it. I felt like, dang, when do you let that go? But if that's his dream, like, who am I to knock this man's dream, right, or judge him? Because I'm doing YouTube videos. I'm doing it for pastime, but I'm still doing it. So he could probably think the same. Anyway, wanted to let you know what a great girlfriend I'll be and what my career pivot would look like. So let me know what you think. Like, have you pivoted in your career? And what about how I'd be a girlfriend? What do you think about it? Like, is that realistic? Do you think I can do it? Do you think I can be a good girlfriend? And like, what other career ideas recommendations? I thought about health field, like a nurse or doctor. I just don't like blood like that. Like, I love horror movies and thrillers and things like. I do not like blood, vomit, any bodily fluids other than the sexual ones, right? But anyway, I am Erica with the K. Thank you for vibing on the same frequency with me. Thanks for hanging out. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Please comment. Until next time, thanks for watching.